Hello everyone, it's me, James Eli Gemmaker, and today's my 200th video special. Indeed it is. So what are we doing in today's video? I'll tell you. Today we're reading a Reddit scary story. And I hope you're ready because this one's pretty scary. And I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's get into the video, shall we? Let's get into it. Let's begin reading. The title is "Homeless or Not, Let's Not Meet," and it's by you, and the author is you/not_made_of_corn. Okay, that's well, okay. Never heard of an author name like that, but okay. Yeah. Now let's begin the story. Now let's begin reading the story. Let's begin. I just came across this subreddit and I knew I needed to share this story. This happened a few years ago, and since then, it has made me look at people very differently. I used to work in a strip mall out in a fairly rural area. Most people are recognizable even if you don't know them personally. People from out of the area frequently stop on their way through to other towns, so it's not like there are never out of towners, just that they might not be easy to spot. Well, trust me, I know that. Yeah, they're not always easy to spot. Not always. Like many places, we have a few homeless folks that hang around the shopping center, and they occasionally ask people for a change, for change or for food. It can be a nuisance, but the folks that work at the shops kind of kind of kept an eye on them to keep kind of kind of kept an eye on them to help them out or to keep track of how they are doing. Okay. There's this one guy, let's call him Shane, that over the course of years has slowly gotten in worse and worse shape. He would be filthy and was clearly not doing well mentally and was usually intoxicated. He always had several layers of clothing, and the pants that he wore on the outside of his other pants always sagged, making it hard for him to walk. He'd go missing for days and then show up again. We'd wonder what happened to Shane and ask around a bit. A few days later, he'd a few days later he'd appear to, a few days later he'd appear again. He was always so dirty. I always wish there was a way we could get him some help, but I didn't really know what to do. Well, that's true, because sometimes you don't know where or who to turn to, because there's very limited resources out there to help homeless. It's sad, but it's true though. There's very limited resources, and in the world we live in today, we need to do a better job on that. We just need to do a better job. Back to the reading. One day I was out in a major city that is about 80 or so miles away from where I work. I happened to see a well-dressed, very well-groomed gentleman that looked exactly like Shane, but at that moment I figured my eyes were deceiving me. This guy had an expensive-looking shoulder bag, a new iPhone, and an Apple Watch. Holy crud. That is expensive, holy moly. We were both in line at a popular food truck, and it was usually a long way to order and get your food. Most people just mind their business and scroll on their phones while waiting. This guy, on the other hand, is staring daggers at me. I keep avoiding looking that way, but I keep glancing to see if he's still there. And at the same time, I want to look at him because I'm so curious about how much he looks like Shane. I glance his way and I have to stumble back because he's practically right up against me. He has such intense eyes. He sort of whispers to me, but really intensely, and tells me he knows where I'm from and what shop I work at. He gets closer and I can tell he smells good. I could even smell his minty breath. I ask how he knows, and he just smiles. I ask again, and he smiles brighter, exposing a perfectly clean set of teeth, minus one tooth. Minus one tooth. Okay. Well, I won't call that perfect teeth, but whatever. I almost pos I'm almost positive Shane is missing that tooth. I edge away, feeling more than a little uncomfortable. His order gets called up, but they say his name is James. Is who? Okay, that's pretty freaky. What the heck? What the? Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep reading and ignore what I just read. That's pretty freaky. Coincident, coincidental, yes. Freaky, oh yeah. You bet so, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Anyways, back to the reading. The next few days, I don't see Shane anywhere around the shopping center, and I ask around, and no one had seen him for a few days. Someone says they hope he's okay. Another person shrugs and says they wish they could do something to help him. The next day, here he is, filthy as ever, grimy teeth, dirty fingernails, and wearing all his layers. He sits on the curb outside my shop and asks people for change. I decide to venture out and confront him. I'm 100% sure it's him, but I don't understand how he could get so filthy and smelly in such a short time. I ask him if he was in the city, and he looks at me through bloodshot eyes and mumbles that he'll kill me if I tell anyone. This takes me this takes me aback, and I look at him puzzled. He slurs again that he will kill me if I tell anyone that he's. What did he say? He slurs again. He slurs again, and he slurs again that he will kill me if I tell anyone that he's not actually homeless. He starts to get worked up, and I ended up calling the police because I didn't know at that point what he was capable of. He wandered off, and I haven't seen him since. So to Shane, let's not meet. Yeah, Shane, you're very crazy. And I actually, well, in a sense, Shane, what you did, and I know this story's true, but what you did was absolutely despicable. Despicable. There are actually real homeless people that are suffering through so much right now, and I've actually seen them in big cities that I live next to. And you're trying to do this to get some sort of, you know, to get some sort of, I don't know what you would call it, but sort of kick out of it. Dude, you are one messed up piece of. You are messed up. I would swear and cuss you out right now. Because I've seen people that go through way worse and they're right now standing on the curb in hot weather right now, wondering where my life's gonna go next. And you have the gall to freaking do this? You have the freaking, I have to say it, you have the balls to do this? You're showing that amount of disrespect and just heinous behavior? Shane, for what you did, you should be in jail for the rest of your freaking life. And I hope they find you and they put you in jail. That's just freaking messed up. And I just that makes me very shocked, but it also makes me very, very angry. And this is the first time you guys are seeing me angry because I don't understand why a person would do this. And then you would go have the nerve to threaten to say, and you would threaten to, kill someone just because you didn't want her to tell anyone your secret that you weren't homeless. Dude, either you need to be put in jail or in a psych ward for the rest of your life because you are not fit for society and you are definitely not a human being. No one I know, fakes being homeless. That is messed up. That is messed up. And that's just my rant right now. That's just messed up. But anyways, that was today's video. That was today's short story reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, today was my 200th video special. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, give this video a like and share it with your friends and family and anyone else you know. And with that being said, be you, be unique, and be unusual. Have a great day. God bless. always be positive, and don't forget, it's always it's always a great day to be alive. Peace out, guys. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.